Okay. So previous class we have a dummy table. You can see here we have a dummy table. Okay. So let me check the here. Okay, bordered spelling is correct. So now we have a table bordered. So now whatever we are getting here we are getting just we added a dummy data, right? So dummy data. So now I want to get this data from the backend application. So previously we developed a backend application. So from there, I want to get the data, okay, the real data. So for that, we need to install Axios library to communicate as a REST client to the backend application. Write employee service to add REST client calls. Okay. Update employee list component to display the response from coming from the backend. Test the above changes. Now we are going to write. Now we are going to install first of all Axios library. Go to here. Go to here and terminal. Take the terminal. Okay. Now we can install Axios. So npm install Axios --- save. npm install Axios. So this is the command we need to install Axios. So once we installed Axios, right, it will come to the dependent. It will add to the dependence. Yeah, it is installed. You can check the package.json. The Axios was added. Fine. Now you can write the services. Under SRC we have components, right? The same way you can write the services. Services. Under services you can write the file employee service service.ts file. Employee service.ts file. Okay. So here you can add here you can add here you can add here you can define the REST API call. Okay. First of all, import Axios from, okay, fine, from Axios. Okay, sorry. So just it is showing it is not used anywhere. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So here you can define the constant REST API base URL. We can define REST API base URL equals to, you can see here we can go for the backend application. You can see you can use anything. Okay. Get all employees. Try out. Get all employees. So this is the base URL. Okay. Of course, it is having data. So this is the base URL. You can add here. This is the base URL. Okay. This is the base URL. Now you can define export constant list employees. List employees is we are defining. Okay. We are defining here arrow function. We can define arrow function here. Axios dot if you are having a single line, right, arrow function, we can directly define the same line. So that is the reason I'm writing here. So REST base API URL, that's fine. So we are just, it is a function, it is an arrow function. You can write arrow function written in body, function body, but it is a single line, right? We can write in a single way, single statement. So we are defining this one. That's fine. Now you can go to employee list. You can go to employee list. Okay. Employee list. So try to here, come here. So now you can remove this one. You can remove all the dummy data, you can remove. Now you can use the, first of all, you can use the use state. Okay, employee comma employee object, set employees. Okay, set employees equals to use state. Okay, use state. Whenever you are using, right, it will automatically import from the React. Use state. So here you can define like this. Here you can define empty array, but it is a TypeScript, right? So it will ask you what type of this one. Okay, what type of this one. This is a TSX file, right? Okay, fine. So as of now, we are defining empty array. You can also define a type of any. Okay. So remove this one. As of now, we are defining any. Okay. Any array. Any array we are defining. You can remove this one. Okay, fine. So as of now, we will get the any kind of object here, array object. Now this is the state variable. This will be the variable, and this will be the hold the dynamic value whatever we are coming from the state. And now you can define use effect to call the ActJS API call. So use effect. So whenever you are writing this use effect, it automatically it will be imported from here. So use effect. So inside the use effect, you can have arrow function. You can have arrow function. So from the arrow function, you can define one is the list, and another one is the you can see the dependency component, dependency list. Okay, you can add as of now array. So why? Because this is the directly get all, right, list of employees, right? So you will never have dependency here. If it is a get method, you can pass the ID here. So as of now get all, right, we no need to pass. As of now it is an empty. So here you can call list of employees. List of employees we already defined in a service file. You can see here this list of employees. This is nothing but a get operation. Okay, this is nothing but a get operation. So list of employees from service component. We are taking from there. Now then so this is the syntax. So here you need to write a response here. Response in the sense a response of what? A response of this API response. So here you can set the response. Set employee response of set employee. What is this response you are getting? Simply response.data. Response.data. So you are getting a response.data, right? So if you get any errors, you can catch that errors, and write the log that errors. Okay, log that errors. Error. You can write just console.log. Not console.log. It will be console.errors. Console.error. It will be error. That's fine. Just in case of any error, we are logging that. So now we have that. So this data is coming. This data is coming from this backend API call, and we are setting that data. We are setting that data object to the set employee. Now the employees, list of employees will be here. List of employees will be this variable. Now give this variable here now, here. So automatically come dynamically here. So let me check. Let me open and let me check the browser how. Browser now. See, we are not getting data. What is the issue? Right click, inspect. We can see the console. We can see the console. Now it is giving. Now it is giving. Now it is giving the error cross policy blocked by access allow origin. Okay, which means we are getting the data from one environment to the another environment, right? One port to the another port. Now at that time we need to allow cross origin policy, which means you need to say the backend, hey backend, I am connecting from your network through this URL, and also you need to allow my port. So like that you need to say. For that reason we have, you can go to the SpringBoot project. You can have here cross origin, right? Cross origin is the, here you can mention the front end URL. Front end URL in the sense this one. You can mention the this one, or you can give the star. It will allow any kind of front end. Okay. Now you need to stop your application. You need to run here. Otherwise it will not update, right? So in backend. So run as Spring Boot application. Of course it will run, and we need to add the one or two the data we need to add here. Post, okay. We need to add the data. Successfully added. Suresh. Suresh, Java microservice. Let me execute. So 2 records are added. You can check here first of all. Get all employees. Execute. You will have the 2 records. The same way you can check the front end also. See. So TR cannot the appears as a child table and table body. So something is wrong in table related information in employee.tsx. Okay, let's check here. Employee.tsx. Here we have a T body and here we have a T, right? So let me check here. What is the wrong here? Okay. Let me remove these spaces. Okay. Here we have a table. Here we have a table. That's fine. Table closed, and above that, above the T head, it is not closed. Here we have the table head, right? It should open the table head. That is not added here. T head here. So if you are not adding properly, it will not work. Okay, it will not work. It will not work. Okay, let me save here. You can check here. See, now there is no error. So now the values are added. Okay, so this is what how we can get the backend. Okay, how we can get the backend data dynamically. So now we have the proper table. Because of the table had not closed properly, that is the reason we are not getting table properly here. Now we fixed everything. So list of employees, and now we are getting the dynamic data. Whatever we have the backend, we are getting the dynamic data, because you can see here we removed the all the static data. So we get the list of employees using use effect. So use effect is also one type of hook. So whenever we are writing a REST dynamic calls, the effect will be dynamically added here. So whatever the list of employees is nothing but it is a get operation in our service class. In this TS file, we are simply writing is get of base URL. So this is the base URL we copied from the front end, back end. So that is we defined here. So using this, we are getting all the get all employees. So this is nothing but a list employees. Okay. So coming to here, we are writing use effect, and we are setting that this use state. Okay. Whatever you are getting the response.data is nothing but employee data of any type. We are taking this object. Okay. Any type. It is setting the employees. Whenever you are holding the data, right, automatically this variable will have that data. So that is what the use state uses, and the same employee we are mapping, or we are listing the data here. So here key ID will be there here. Okay. So now this is what getting dynamic data here. Now the next class we are going to add a little bit header and footer for this application. Okay. Header and footer for this application. Okay.